Oh boy, the Denver Broncos might have a big injury on offense that they have to deal with. Samaje Perine popped up with a knee injury on the injury report for the game against the Chargers. He was fully participant in practice on Wednesday and Thursday, but on Friday he was DNP and now he's listed as questionable for the game on Sunday against the Chargers. That could be a big issue for the Denver Broncos. Samaje Perine is a big part of the Broncos passing game, both as a receiver out of the backfield as well as a pass protector. He's really great picking up blitzes, especially with his big frame. The Broncos would lose a big part of their offense if Samaje is unable to go. Sure, Javonte Williams could, in theory, handle the pass protection stuff. I don't want Jaleel McLaughlin anywhere near the pass protection stuff. But in terms of receiving out of the backfield, not having Samaje really does suck because now that means the Broncos might have to depend a little bit more on Jaleel McLaughlin. And as much as I love Jaleel McLaughlin, the Broncos have unfortunately had to go away from him over the past couple of weeks, mostly because defenses were starting to clue in. Every time Jaleel McLaughlin saw the field, he was getting the football because he can't really make much of an impact in pass protection. The Broncos also, in my opinion, didn't do a really good job of disguising Jaleel McLaughlin's utilization, meaning more play action, more utilizing him as eye candy with motion and stuff like that. There are other ways that you can mitigate the Jaleel McLaughlin problem of him being keyed in on every single time that offenses are on the field. The Broncos might have to figure that out if Samaje Perine is unable to go. This designation might end up just being a nothing burger. Maybe he just tweaked his knee at the end of Thursday's practice and they wanted to give him a little bit of rest in this Friday practice, so they technically had to list him as questionable. I hope that's all it is. I really do, because if he can't go in this one, the Broncos are going to be at a disadvantage in a game where they're probably going to need to score points, because the Chargers defense, they're awful. They have the opportunity, the Broncos do, to score points here, and they might have to keep up with the Chargers offense, which we all know can put up points. This could be a shootout here. So at the end of the day, man, Samaje not being out there could really be huge for the Broncos. What I would keep an eye on is if the Broncos make a move, i.e. maybe elevate Tyler Beatty from the practice squad. If that happens, that's probably the signal that Samaje is not going to be able to go. Another scenario would be to maybe utilize Dwayne Washington a little bit more on offense. He's mostly, or always, a special teams back for us. I don't think he's seen the field really at all on offense in the regular season. He did in the preseason. So maybe Dwayne Washington sees a couple of carries or two. I don't know though, man. Samaje Perine not being on the field really does put the Broncos at a disadvantage, and it's going to be something that they're going to have to overcome if they do indeed want to win this game. Everybody else is good to go, full participants in practice, and nobody else with an injury designation, so that's good news. But the one injury that the Denver Broncos do have is a big one here in Samaje Perine.